We're continuing to look at Numbers 7 and the way in which the entire ancient church community, all the different church tribes belonged and were actively involved. And it is interesting straight away that there were 12 tribes of the ancient church community. Like, why isn't there just one tribe? Why not say, okay, look, you must all be identically the same in one tribe? Because each of the tribes does have a distinctive character to it. When you see how Jacob blesses these sons or speaks about their future, he isn't really speaking about them as individuals, but he can see Jacob as that tremendously important early church leader, is given by the Spirit the ability to see how these different tribes of church would develop in the coming generations and centuries. And they have different characters. Some are more into business, some are like warriors, some are travelers, and you see in something of the challenges that each of them would face. You get similar things in Moses speaks of the tribes in same ways, and it goes on in the history. And you think, well, surely it shouldn't be like that. Surely there shouldn't be 12 tribes. And then there's a divided kingdom as well, where you've got Judah and Benjamin and so on down to the south, Ephraim, and then the other tribes to the north. And shouldn't there just be one tribe? And they all live exactly the same, with exactly the same personality and character and style. But apparently not. In this very early church history that we get in the book of Numbers, there's the different tribes, all with their own character and style. You can see something of it, and they have their own standards and banners, as we've thought about, and that distinctive character. And it's as if the Lord had anticipated how, when the church goes all over the world, there's this tremendous variety of styles and traditions. And some churches, for them, singing's the most important thing almost when they come together. For others, it might be Holy Communion, and that's the centerpiece of it. And for others, it might be the preaching is the most important thing, and or it might be, no, we want to try and get all of those things together, and we'll have like a really long service called the Divine Liturgy, or just the manner of the buildings. And some churches very community orientated, some different, all these different things that have happened with church all over the world. And a little bit of us would think, well, should we all be part of one single tribe with exactly the same style and words and even the same language? That's even been tried at times. But I look back to these books, particularly things like Numbers 7 or Numbers 2, and can see that the Lord perhaps has always prepared to have diversity of church, but centered on the high priest, the tabernacle, the core doctrines and worship and practices, but with this awareness of something of diversity, so long as all are united together on what is at the center. So there's something to think about in Numbers 7, that they all bring the same offerings to the same center, but there's this recognition of the fact of 12 tribes with their own characters and styles and life. Another little thing to think about from Numbers 7.